Really beautiful Insomnia. It will be in your Twitch inbox, Anubis. Check it out in a second. It's sending right now. Now we're gonna pay attention to the game. Now we're gonna pay attention to that beautiful game of Warcraft. So my friends, let me check if I'm not talking some bullshit. I want to see if this is actually a quarterfinal. Okay, we're gonna have the second quarterfinal at our hands. We already saw how Orkworker was able to take out the beautiful Animar, and now we're gonna see the Russian powerhouse Hawk spawning in the gray color at the bottom half here on Last Refuge. He is finding himself in a match against Cechi, Cheshmanek. We saw him perform really well earlier today and take out that Passion guy without too much trouble. Shout out to Passion, I think he's also in chat and listening. That was some sick surrounding of Cechi. And yeah, maybe he can pull it off again. He's opening up with an Altar of Darkness, Ziggurat Crypt. And now we're gonna see if he's heading into the direction of going into the graveyard and Fiend style. So far we see a Tomb of Relics being added, and this gives him the opportunity to add the Rod of Necromancy to his DK, to his first hero of choice that we will probably see here from him. And Hawk is of course opening up in style, opening up with that guy that got the mustache off his life. You can see it, a blonde mustache all under his nose. The Mountain King, the King of the Mountains, will be back. Not the King of the North. He's definitely not the King of the North, guys. But the King of the Mountains will strike back again and will throw a few bolts every now and then. DK it is here. We see the graveyard, no ghoul play. It will be the Fiends. It will be normal. It is the most recent meta game that got established by Terra and WF that. So nothing crazy about this. At least greet Insomnia with the WCG song. I agree, he is true legend, deserving it. Dude, we're gonna squeeze that WCG anthem in after this game. Just for you, Insomnia. Just for you, my man. Let's see, we're gonna have the DK coming out, Mountain King coming out. Is he going to creep the green camp or is he going to expand right away? He got 2 footmen, 5 peasants. So far, it seems like he's going for the green one. Yep, he is. And we have him going for the Augur Warrior, taking a little bit of damage on a bunch of his units, but that's all okay, nothing special about this. Rod of Necromancy, 1 Ziggurat attack with an early Frost Tower and Backpack being researched, so he can later bring a few more Rod of Necromancies with the ghouls if he feels like it. That's really nice and a lot of, like, really helpful on top of that. Do we have a tower? We don't have a tower. He's skipping on the Arcane Tower, feeling super secure against the DK though. And the DK got a really nice rope, I have to say. I really like that. Like, this rope, I can work with that rope. I also kind of like the sword with the big crystal, the emerald in it. That's pretty nice. I'm not sure why he's moving all the way back to his own main base. Maybe he wanted to go on a world trip like a long time ago. He's now creeping his own green camp there because he feels that there's not too much to be done. He wants to get some creeping done for himself. First Fiend is being started. He is still missing that second Ziggurat that will be started as soon as he get the amount of lumber to support it. Right now he can do this. Adds it. What is the item? A potion of replenishment. That's of course a great item to have. Hawk is already waiting here to put the creeps asleep because it just turned nighttime. And now he's constructing a farm here to have access to the laboratory camp later. So, Cechi is going to kill that one, brings him almost up to level 2, scouts with a skeleton, he's not putting any pressure on the Mountain King though. So, Mountain King is closing in on the Augur Magi, is killing the Trapper and is killing another Trapper, almost level 3 already on him. DK is finally there, only 1 rod charge remains. Is he bringing a new rod? Yes, he's bringing a new rod. Sends in 4 skeletons. He could actually finish that footman off if he... I think he should have waited. Now it's being denied. Wow, even a bolt on that. Wow, 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 wow. Just well executed. Now triggering the creeps, not giving any experience for free to the DK. Not getting him any closer to that level 2. But the Mountain King is getting closer and closer to level 3 on his side. We of course do not see a tech yet. That farm is constructed and he can later get the Shredder and use the scan ability whenever he needs it. Arcane Tower being constructed, and so far Hawk is playing an awesome game. Not a single hole in his armor so far. Nothing that Cechi could have done better, I feel. And still plenty of mana on the Mountain King on top of that. Moving to the level 3 now by killing the High Priest. Wand of Illusion it is, sending out one illusion immediately to scout the movement of the undead player. Level 3 against level 1. And Last Refuge, I have to say that Last Refuge is definitely a really a good map for human. Wow, and Insomnia is just bringing more and more keys to that giveaway, I feel like. Dude, you are just like amazing. You are just beautiful. Thank you very much, Insomnia. One of my human inspirations in the old days. I will never forget that Plunder's game against Grubby. Or I think Human Mirror against Bjarki. Or Bjarke. That was just amazing. So right now we see that Hawk is going for some more creeping. Is he already teching? No, he's not teching. He gets defense. And that might be a wise choice. Mountain King gets closer and closer to level 4 already. Cechi scouts the whole scenery here with one of the skeletons. So the DK is also level 2 right now. Lich is coming. Slaughterhouse is being added. No fast tier 3 tech. Now going for the Goblin Merchant there. Mountain King is on the chase. Mountain King is looking for some blood. But with the Lich and the Frost Armor, I feel it will be rather tough to kill a Fiend. But let's see. Let's see how this unfolds. We only have a level 1 coil to save the Fiends. He's bunching up, like, this is really good. He's, like, surrounding himself in all different corners. Coil and Frost Armor being used. But without Skeletons, you cannot really trade against Defense Footmen. No Frost Armor on that Fiend. You need to be careful. The one Fiend could be killed instantly with a bolt. That one here on top. Mountain King is still on the... I like that he's not, like, preemptively using his bolt. He really saves his mana, and he's very conservative spending his mana. So, a great job. Really great job there. So now the DK is going for some more creeping. He kills that one. Big mana potion, of course, a nice addition for him. Lich could be the target there. Only a level 1 coil. Barely able to keep that Fiend alive. Statue now coming to the mix. He needs to kill the Berserker, I feel like. The Berserker is probably the main damage output. Now the Lich is in trouble. Another Fiend is... Oh, they cannot borrow in time. He needs to put Frost Armor on it. Now he has to use the borrow. But there will be the laboratory that he can use. He's not killing the Berserker, though. I don't understand it. That Fiend is being killed. Second Fiend already down. Hawk is so good against Undead. It's ridiculous. He will have a bolt in a second again. Frost Armor being used on that Fiend, but can he make him drop? That DK could be in trouble. He's not going for the surround yet. Is he going for the surround on the Mountain King? It almost looked that way. But there's still a replenishment potion on the DK, so even putting some pressure on him is not like the biggest concern for the DK yet. That Footman should be denied. Is there a coil? Wow. He wanted to stop the coils to see if he's going to deny him. So 2 lumber mills in the middle here. If you have never seen that, that's just there for blocking purposes. It's hell harder to attack these towers if there is like something in front of that, which makes sense, I feel, even if you are not super familiar with like Warcraft. And now he bought the Shredder with that one farm that he constructed earlier. This is really cool. If you're a human player yourself, steal that idea, build that farm, and make sure that you get the Shredder for free without too much trouble, and even without creeping that. Tier 3 will be there in a second. We see a sacrificial pit coming for Cechi, so he's probably going for... for Frostwinds later. Zeppelin is already there, scouted by one of the skeletons, immediately being researching web upgrade there. Good job, realizing that there's a threat coming his way, and now I wouldn't be surprised if he positions one of the Fiends there. Let's see. No, he's not doing that yet. Of course, he also sees the army. The army is still here. You can see the army movement, so he's not like... It's not too surprising that he's not leaving a Fiend in his base. But also, he buys so much time. Look at the amount of towers that is coming. That is a huge investment by Hawk, of course. But on the other hand, it's definitely worth it. Mountain King now bought the Boots of Speed. And he's like just going in circles. I'm not sure if Cechi is doing what he's supposed to do. We see that there is one Acolyte just waiting to jump into the sacrificial pit and turning into a shade in a second. Orb of Corruption will be bought as well. There we go. 3 Fiends in total. Not such a high feat count. 3 Fiends, 2 statues. Destroyer upgrade being researched. 4th Fiend just died here. That Mountain King is looking for trouble. Putting some pressure on him. I'm really surprised that this Forest Troll is still alive. Usually an undead player, he sees your Forest Troll, it's the first target. Let's see, DK is going to kill the Ogre Mauler. Big shout out to HMZ15 leaving right now. Have a good time, mate. Enjoy your day. Peace out. Ogre Mage are being prepped. And this one could give him a nice item. Healing Ward, that's definitely good. With a nice concave and unable to kill that one since he doesn't have like an Archmage with a range attack. It will be rather hard to kill that. Shade is now scouting the main base, realizing that there's only 4 towers, while at the expansion there's like, how many towers? 6, 7, 8? 3 workshops being started, and this is tanks. This is tanks. Triple Rex tanks, is he upgrading somewhere? Do we see attack upgrades coming? Yes, attack upgrade for tanks is coming. Blood Mage as a second hero is coming as well. Shade, Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger first shot like Legolas, hitting that bullseye. There we go. Footman falls to the ground. Shade is like idling here a little bit. We do not see a Boneyard yet. No Frostworms though. No counter expansion. Not planning on ever creating a counter expansion. So far I cannot really see the vision of that game. I cannot see the win condition being created here by Cechi. Like, it's not like happy where he's just like creeping the entire map and then afterwards it's like, okay, I got like the sickest items plus the highest hero levels that I could possibly go for. And what do you have to offer? Oh, you got units? I don't care, my hero's gonna annihilate your units. I think he saw the movement coming with the Shade. If he was aware of the minimap, yeah, he's already sending out the Destroyer. He was aware, he saw that. One Destroyer on the chase for that Zeppelin in the main base. We do not have a Fiend being ready there to whap down that Zeppelin, so he will probably kill 1 or 2 of these Acolytes. First one is already down. We see that the DK is staffed over with a staff of teleportation. Some pressure on the gold mine to force the Acolytes to come back so that he can actually bolt them. Really well done there. Mana Siphon is being used on the DK. Still 2 more bolts. We see the Cyclone Wand being used so that he cannot bolt more of these Acolytes. Beautifully done. It's not using the Wand yet. Again, 3 Acolytes are already dead. 2 of them are still super low. That one is probably going to die. Coil not in time, and he kills not only one, he's about to kill the second ghoul, and that one falls. And the last second, the ghoul betrayed his body and attacked him from behind. I saw that, Cechi. This is what you do to me when we play 2 and 2. I know that feeling. Yeah, mass steam tanks coming. 2 of them are already there. 3 of them are already there. I really don't see the game plan. Don't get me wrong, guys, but Cechi is a good player, but I cannot see how he's creating like a win condition for himself. It's like he's super passive this game, sitting back all game long, not going on the aggressive part like for once, not creating any kind of an army that is like supposed to be like a deathball army that you can like just take fights after fights after fights as long as you can keep your units alive. And we will see like a bunch of tanks coming his way. We even see a tank drop being executed there with the Goblin Zeppelin. Beautifully done there by Hawk. Even has to pull the Town Pole for real this time. Webs down the Zeppelin, but this is a huge commitment also by Cechi, using his Town Pole to get there in time. 1-1 upgraded tanks. Huge threat there for the Haunted Gold Mine. He is desperately repairing with all of his 5 Acolytes and barely keeps that mine alive. If this is a double Zeppelin tank drop, this Haunted Gold Mine would have been gone long time. And this of course opens up a timing window for the human player to creep the rest of the map. Mountain King is getting closer and closer to level 5. He's like indeed super close to level 5 already. And we all know level 3 Bolt and a level 1 Banish is enough to kill a full HP Fiend without you doing anything about it. So that Haunted Gold Mine is super low. There are more tanks coming. We can see that the Shade is like actually seeing that one. Their destroyer is chasing down the Goblin Zeppelin, but he doesn't have the amount of damage to kill that one in time. There's one Fiend being microed back there to web that Zeppelin in time to prevent that Goldmine from falling. In the meantime, level 5 Mountain King, almost level 2 Paladin, and level 2 Blood Mage is already there. Oh, the web is not there in time. And we see that the gold mine is probably going down. This time the tanks are 2-1 upgraded, 2 attack upgrades kicking in on that gold mine. I wouldn't be surprised Cechi calling GG in a second when that gold mine is dead. It's already dead. It's Mountain King level 5 and the Blood Mage with the Bolt Banish combination. We're gonna see it in a second as well. Bolt, Banish, not even a GG, dropping out of the game, being salty as usual. And the 1-0 lead there for Mr. Hawk. I hope he did a good job, like, vetoing out other maps that are really good for human. But Last Refuge was definitely not his map, and also, like, not his map to take in general.